The unknown here is the variable x. Together with 5 as its numerical coefficient, we have here the equation 5x is equal to negative 30. Now you could automatically predict what is the value of this unknown, but we are going to show here specific steps including the checking portion in order for you to practice how to determine whether your answers are correct or not. To solve for the unknown, we just need to isolate one side for that. In this case, since x is already on the left hand side, we will pick the left hand side for that, and we're going to remove the coefficients aside from 1 and other terms if there are, in such a way that we could isolate x. We have here the equation 5x is equal to negative 30. So we are just going to remove here the coefficient of 5 because we're looking for the unknown x. Take note that between 5 and x, they are actually multiplied, or in short, the process or the operation separating them is multiplication. To remove 5, we simply need to use the reverse operation, which is division, and divide it with the same coefficient. In such a way, 5 divided by 5 is just 1. And we have here 1 and we have here x. In short, we'll have here x, the value of the unknown. However, the properties of equality tells us that whatever you do on one side, in this case you divide the left hand side by 5, you do it on the other side as well. This means negative 30 will be divided by 5 as well. In short, the value of x is the quotient when we have negative 30 and 5. Negative 30 divided by 5 is negative 6. This is the value of the unknown for this given equation. Now it seems simpler, but of course we could always practice this next step. The next step is checking. You may or may not do this, but for all of us who would like to make sure that our answers are correct or not, at the same time to practice this for multiple or complicated processes or examples later, we can have this as part of our arsenal. This means we're just going to use the same equation is equal to negative 30, and we are going to substitute the solved value of the unknown x, which is equal to negative 6. Once we substitute this on our equation, and if the equation still hold, the answer is correct. In this case, simply substitute 5 times negative 6 as the value of x equal to negative 30. Now, even if this is already too obvious, the purpose of checking is to make sure that both sides of the equation will have the same term, coefficient, or value. Here, let's just simply put question mark, and we will have this last step. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30 for your left hand side. Your right hand side is already negative 30. Once you reach this point, we can now determine that your checking is done, and you have verified that this value of x for your unknown is correct. This is how we show our solution for the unknown. Join us to the next adventure involving the unknown.